Hello and welcome to the Novacura quarterly update. Before we start, I'd like to thank you all for a great work so far this year. Thanks to you, we have a lot of exciting stuff going on in the company right now. So with the update, I hope you can get some insight what we're actually doing right now. We'll also try to have a small theme on this update, the next step project. So what is the next step project, you might think? Well, hopefully after this update, you will know some more. We'll give some insights in the project and what we're doing to kind of reach the goals for this project. Okay. So looking back at 2018, we did another good year. So we increased the revenue with 32% last year to 140 million Swedish crowns, which is really good. We also made a profit of 11 million Swedish crowns, which is super good. So we're really happy about the results for last year. If we look at this year, it's still in the first quarter is not quite as good. We have a revenue of 30 million Swedish crowns, which is about 9 million behind the budget, which is not very good. But maybe even worse is that we have a loss of 5 million Swedish crowns for the first quarter. A bit bad, maybe. But I think what people tells me is that we have a few major projects going on right now. Projects where we kind of have some challenges. We're going uphill a bit, but I think we're soon at the point where we can go downhill. And those projects also involve some key people like John Melander, Axel, Jarlbeck, for example, who are deeply involved in these projects. So I think this will be like that. We will, if we look forward for 2019, we will have a goal of 177 million Swedish crowns in revenue for this year. I think we will end up here in 9 months. We will see this, very happy. Another interesting thing here, if I just put it here like so, we have a goal for flow sales this year, which is 30 million Swedish crowns, which is of course a challenge, but the main challenge is that we go from perpetual, the traditional license, to subscription, which of course makes this even more challenging. But we'll get there also. And we have a lot of new people in the company, 15. To be more exact for this year. So that is super exciting. Welcome to all you new people. We have one sitting over there. His name is Paul. He's a new product owner in R&D. We have quite a few new people here actually. That one is old. He's really old. Okay, so we said that we should have a team for this update, which was the next step project. But what is the next step project really? Well, if you kind of paid attention before, the purpose with the next step project lies in the figures that we saw before. So we talked about growth, and I think that's kind of the main thing for the next step project. It's continuing growth in the company, but still being profitable company, keeping the customers happy, and also keeping the employees happy. So that's the kind of main purpose with the project. And we also have a few objectives in the project, pretty measurable, tangible projects that we have defined, that you can see here. And if you want to memorize these objectives, I suggest that you pause the movie right now. Perfect, now you know them. So let's get on with the updates from the different departments and parts of the company. And let's see, I think we'll see some proofs of this. So I stumbled into Axel the other day in the kitchen, and let's say what he can say about the new sales organization, the industry-based sales organization. Hey Axel.
Hello, tjena.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, actually. A bit stressed out, but everything is going well.
How's the new sales organization going?
It's starting up, and we have set up a new organization that will separate all the salesperson by the different areas. So we're focusing more on our segments instead of just running around trying to sell for the whole region. And I think we're starting up. Austin is supposed to take on one of the segments, and then we also have a recruitment of one more new salesperson that I think will be additional. We don't know which segment that will be. And then probably I will head out and take the other segment. And then of course we also have Jenny, who will be the partner responsibility. So I think this is going to be a great new sales organization for the future.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other thing we're doing, or what we've done here in North America, is we've actually hired sales reps to target these areas. So Paul Phillips, he's going to head up enterprise asset management and build out that business. And we've hired Matt Hansen, who has expertise in manufacturing shop floor systems and logistics and warehouse management systems. So those two guys being able to focus on their areas, with me focusing on project-based, all of that combined is going to help us build out 2019 and win sales in those areas. One of the challenges I think we're going to see soon is maybe pre-sales support. So as we continue to build sales momentum, it might stretch pre-sales pretty thin, and really Greg's that only person. And so I think we're going to have to give thought to maybe hiring a resource, not necessarily one who's got IFS background, but somebody who's just technical enough, who understands the overarching systems out there and how they operate. So we're going to give thought to that. We already use some of our support there in Sweden, but a lot of our engagements, I should say pre-sales engagements, are on-site at the customer location. So it can be make for a logistical challenge for us.
These guys wouldn't be sales guys if they didn't have any super exciting things going on right now.
We've got our recent success, I would say, even though they're not a customer yet, is Lockheed Martin. So we met Lockheed and demoed Lockheed Martin, who's a major aerospace defense contractor here in the States. We met them at the IFS show last year in Atlanta. So here in the last month and a half, we've actually been on site, that being Greg and Paul have been on site helping them develop a mobile maintenance app with Portal as a scheduling system for the Navy. So it's going very well right now. Definitely more to come. This is going to be a very long sales cycle, but one that at least allows us to work under a paid engagement. So it's going very well so far, and definitely keep you posted there.
We have quite a few interesting deals going on, and I think the biggest one is the Swedish furniture company that we're trying to close now before summer.
Blue and yellow.
Yeah, and they have a big meeting next week to present the whole thing for their management board. And hopefully, if everything goes well, it will be on the budget, which will be, I think it was starting off in September. So we were hoping for the Swedish furniture company for 2019. It's a great opportunity for us. Yes.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Axel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so let's move over to marketing. I get the feeling that things are happening also at marketing. We have seen the cool posts about ERPs, the mobilities, and shop floor issues. But is this all giving any results? Let's listen to what Petter Johansson has to say.
We have seen some successes during this period. Our search engine ranking goal that we had for this year has already been met, so that's really good to see. We have also seen the first deal go through the entire inbound process. We have seen a lot of deals, but this is the first one that has gone through the entire process in all steps, meaning that someone has found us on the internet, they have downloaded something from us, and they have read all of our emails and so on, and finally became an opportunity and also a deal that was closed. So that's really good to see.
Well done, marketing. So we have a goal that says that 30% of our new customers should find us through the internet. We obviously have one, so yeah, we're on the way to reach the goal. Apparently, marketing also is doing some things. Welcome, Magnus.
Thank you.
Marketing is also doing things a bit upside down. Normally, you go from being global, or Normally you go from being local to being no. So normally you go from being local to being global. Apparently marketing is doing things a bit upside down. So let's see hear what Petter Johansen has to say about that.
We are also trying to get the marketing up and running in Poland and in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, the DACH region. It's kind of hard for us since we don't speak either German or Polish, but we are working together with our Novacurians in each region to get that up and running. We have a lot of content being translated now, and we're also setting up translated blogs and LinkedIn presence, for example. So we have good hopes that we will see some results there soon. We are preparing for a couple of events. The first one is Forum for IT in Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. And the other one is Offshore Technology Conference in Houston.
We're attending the Offshore Technology Conference in Houston, Texas, which is known as the largest oil and gas industry event in the world. So we're trying to get everything ready for that.
So we're super excited about that. We're standing up a 10 by 10 booth with 3 apps to demo. One app being shop floor reporting, mobile maintenance and work order that works on and offline, and a project app that's used for inspection, or specifically pipeline inspection. So I've reached out to a handful of our oil and gas companies, even the ones that we are currently working with, and they're encouraging us to attend the show and think it's going to be real good for us. So super excited about what will come out of that.
Offshore Technologies Conference seems like the place to be. So now move over to consulting, and let's hear what Fredrik and Claes has to say about consulting.
I've been on board in consulting since February, and it feels great to be part of consulting and the future of consulting. And in February, we launched an update in our structure, which included the launch of the project office. The project office is run by Claes Klasman, and I'm responsible for the whole consulting organization from that point.
The project office focuses on methods and tools, knowledge management and project control, but also the governance and support of ongoing projects. The roadmap we presented in Q1 set out that we would recruit 2 more resources to the project office, one focusing on project management for the areas, methods and tools, knowledge management and project control, and the other one focusing on flow solutions for the same areas. The recruitment of those 2 resources is slightly delayed. It's of course very much needed, and we will post the positions on the Novacura website very soon. We'll launch a new version of the Project Wizard, so Magnus Börjesson is just assigned to develop the new version. And we're also working on the resource demand utilization portal to also manage service requests. It's very important that continue to keep that utilization outlook updated in the utilization portal. So please continue that so we can continue to improve our planning and resource allocation.
We have identified and addressed a few challenges around planning. So planning is really crucial. So what we have done is that we have introduced global planning. And we still do have local planning in each consultancy group. The local planning is the short-term planning, which you are doing already, which is 0 to 2 months. So the long-term planning then is on a higher level and up until 18 months. And the idea about that is to be able to address new requests and upcoming projects in an efficient way, where we actually allocate resources properly and don't double allocate and such. And we also have one place where this is handled and not very many places. So the global planning handles new requests from new customers, and also when the local planning in the consultancy group cannot get the resources to an existing project. The global planning is run by Anna Varda, with me as well, of course, as a stakeholder, and also Claes is contributing in the planning. The other part is the recruitment process, which we have addressed. So the idea is to have a more structured process that we are recruiting towards, and it will increase our accuracy in finding the best resources and the best matches for Novacura and the potential people. And this will also help us in having the right capabilities and also the resources needed when we need them. So both these are long-term gains that we will have some gains, of course, in short term, and we will see benefit of this over time as well, increased benefit that is. And as a result, consulting will also come in earlier in the sales process, also doing resource soft allocation before the agreements are signed. I would also like to thank everyone for doing their best and performing really well in our deliveries to us customers in our projects. So thank you very much, and I do look forward to being part of Consulting Future. Thanks.
Thank you, Fredrik and Claes. With all the great people you have in your organization and with the new organization, I'm sure you will make many successful projects during this year. But now let's do some touchdowns in our different countries. First, we start with Poland. Hello, Anna. What is happening in Poland?
Hi. A lot has happened in Novacura Poland since beginning of the year that I am really optimistic about. In Q1 we have finished several large projects. Let's start with our biggest customer, Comforti, the furniture manufacturer producing goods mainly for IKEA, where we reached a total number of full named users of 1,000, and in the same time we exceeded 1,000 flows implemented there. The second significant project is carried out in Krentmet, where we are just finishing the Flow Sticks upgrade. It was rather challenging for us due to the fact that we have done that in parallel to IFS upgrade to version 10. I would like to thank all the team for a great performance and support in making a steady and encouraging progress in Poland. Thank you. Well done.
Next touchdown is Sri Lanka. I'm happy to hear that everyone is okay at our office in Sri Lanka after the terrible event you had there. Keep on fighting, keep on fight back with peace, and I'm sure we'll do a lot of good things during this year also. So here's a short update from Tusita.
My sincere thanks to all those who checked in to see if we were doing all right. Thank you very much. Moving on to the work. During the last few months, we were getting involved in more and more projects. The utilization was going up. Just to name few, Pasam just returned after a few weeks of on-site activities for Flotel. Dylan and Sandurwan working on BWSC, where we have delivered about 5 sprints during the last 4 months. They were also supported by Eric, Hashim, and some others in Poland. Thank you very much. Still, there's a lot of backlog to clear on that project. Pamit is going back to Malmo next month after weeks of off-site work, and he'll be presenting the map solution as well as conducting some user trainings.
Norway is next up. So we have quite a few big companies, challenging companies in the utilities and offshore sector in Norway, like Statnett, Hafslund, BV Offshore. But let's hear about their biggest challenge right now. Over to Trond.
Currently, my team is extremely busy with finalizing the last deliveries before the AST test at DSB that will start now in May. This is a big project with high expectation at the customer, where we have had some struggles with the scope and what to be delivered. This project is using resources from Novacura Norway, Sweden, Poland, and Finland.
Okay, finally, let's check out how it goes in our smaller regions. That is small in numbers, but maybe the market potential is quite much bigger than the numbers. So let's see what they say.
Hi there. Here's a short update from Per Liljedahl in Uppsala regarding our progress. So I think the three largest projects we have is Anticimex, Polygon, and Jämtkraft, where several people in the office are working on those continuously, doing sprint work. Other projects is Kaunis, for example, where we have planned to go live 1st of May. We're trying to meet that target 1st of May. And then we got Vallvik, Rottneros, where we hope to have a go live before summer vacations. Kaunis are already live, but now it's finance we're trying to get live on. And Vallvik is an upgrade on an old IFS system. With IP only, we'll start the project here in April. Go live is scheduled after summer vacation, but that's also an upgrade going from IFS 8 to latest IFS version. So I think the challenge for us is really resource allocation and how we allocate the people best. Introducing new employees, and I would say one of the successes we have, I think we got 3 more people, I would say, who are now introduced and can make active work in different projects. Next quarter for us, office move is planned 1st of October. So directly after summer vacation, we will start looking more into that, how we will best plan to go into the new office.
Hi colleagues from all over the world, this is Rolf Wemmel speaking from the Novacura DACH office, so that's Switzerland, Austria and Germany, where Johannes is sitting. For this quarter, I can only give a little bit of a sober update. We have been focusing on our existing customers, making sure that the ones that we are working with at the moment are happy and that they can later serve as a reference and help us to grow the positive reputation that Novacura has internationally in this region. Furthermore, we have been doing some minor things. We have conducted a training for our partner Columbus that we are working with in Sweden already or in the Nordics, enabling them to sell Novacura Flow to their existing customer base that runs Infor M3. We've also, with mixed success, we have produced a webinar explaining the Novacura Flow product on IFS application in the German language. That did not create the amount of people attending the webinar that we would wish for, but we keep on going and hopefully with time we can get some momentum. I mean, this is also the major challenge we have at the moment here. Not having any new customers signing on Novacura Flows for the last 10 months is not good. But we are hoping to have better news in the next quarterly update. We are doing a proof of concept at a firm in Munich, and hopefully after a successful proof of concept in February, hopefully we can start working with them the coming quarter, and that will also help us to get some foot on land in Germany.
Hello, in Finland it's going quite okay. One problem is that we have mostly been focusing on helping out Scandinavia in the big projects that you have over there. So at the meantime, we have quite a low profile concerning sales in the Finnish market, and just try to keep our customers happy, existing customers. We have one new hire coming in May, so that's quite a big change. We have been 2 quite a long time now, so now we will be 3 from May, and that's very exciting. Otherwise, I think we still have big focus on helping out Scandinavia, so we're just trying to keep customers happy and continue working with Flow and IFS. That's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the updates from the different countries, and that's it from consulting. So let's move over to partner, and Joni and Jenny. They're working with creating a super network of partners. So let's hear what Joni has to say about that.
Hi, this is Joni Burchett, and I'm the Channel Development Manager for North America. And I just wanted to give a quick update on where things are at with our partners. We are looking to attend a number of industry-focused events, which hopefully will help uncover new areas of growth. Some of the other things we're working on to help develop the channel are customer segmentation and market research, sales enablement tools for partners, and industry-focused events. We have a lot of progress on the customer segmentation front. We now have a clear picture of existing customers and what industries they line up with. However, we still have a couple of challenges that we're working to overcome. The first is deciding which industry codes to use, since the codes vary based by region. And the second is mapping the industry codes to our top 3 focus areas, and we'll need input from the sales teams to help finalize that. We're also working with Gartner with a main goal of being listed in a Magic Quadrant. We aren't sure which is the best category for us yet, but we are working through how to position ourselves so that we can gain more visibility with Gartner and hopefully be listed on a Magic Quadrant soon. We've also been working on improving some of our sales enablement tools for partners. We've recently added partner-specific fields to HubSpot so that we can easily track our partners' relationships and our deals. We've also built a price list to make it easier for partners to promote and resell Novacura Flow. We're still working through the SaaS pricing, but hope to have it completed soon.
Thanks, Joni. So right now we have 10 partners, and ending up in that Magic Quadrant of Gartners, that of course would be super nice to do also. Let's move over to the newest department that we have, the support department, and Karin. Hi, Karin. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yes,
you good?
it's fine. Yeah, I'm good. And you?
What are you doing?
What I'm doing? I'm trying to... Ska det vara seriöst eller?
This is serious, yeah.
This is serious? Okay, so I'm trying to organize a meeting, and that doesn't went so very well. Because I'm so bad at this office.
How's it going in the support department?
It goes very well, actually.
Yeah.
No, we are establishing global support. We have now staff in Cincinnati, in Colombo, and in Gothenburg. So we actually cover 16 hours of the day right now with staff, and the customers can report 24 hours due to that they can report it directly into Jira. So that I think is quite good that we can do that. And yep.
Yeah, fantastic. How many are you right now?
Right now we are 1 in Cincinnati, 3 in Colombo, and we are 2 in Gothenburg, and almost actually 3 because Bodil Werner is joining us from 1st of July. So that is great, and we will try to find some more people to work in the support. Especially in the product support, because I think the need that is really needed.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, you agree.
I agree.
Yeah,
That's
I
perfect.
understand. Yeah, so that's
what would be the most important thing right now for support to do?
I think the most important is to find a good tool that we can have the information about our customers, because today we are spending a lot of time to find information about agreements and who have done solutions and who is responsible for what. And I think so we have an idea to create or develop a customer card in Flow and gather all the information, because right now that is I would say single point of failure actually, that we can't find the information. And I think it's not only support that is needed, that I think the entire organization need that. So, but we also will try a new system for handling cases, Zendesk. So we will have a trial period, and if that goes well, we will implement it. So in Q4, I hope we will have a good system as well. So.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Karin.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you, Karin, and sorry for the attack. So next department is the IT department. I mean, just having an IT department means that we are a pretty big company. And Thomas is heading the IT department. So let's see what Thomas has to say about what is going on in the IT department right now. So Thomas, which are your focus areas right now in the IT department?
These are the focus areas for IT at Novacura, which is setting the high-level picture of what we want to achieve in the near future. There are three major themes that we want to focus on. The first one is connecting the company across sites and departments, building and sustaining culture. And the reason this is in focus is that we have grown a lot during the last years, both in number of employees and also geographic reach. And to sustain and build culture, we need to address this somehow. And what we're doing through IT is what we call painless collaboration. So what I want to provide here is to have a platform for collaboration that deals with telephony, video conferencing, mail, etc., all those collaboration tools, and make them natural and easy to use, embedded into our day-to-day work environment. Second thing is increasing work efficiency by letting employees focus on their core tasks. So internal IT itself is not usually a core task for each one of us. And one way to deal with that is to make sure that administration is working as stable, quick, and simple as possible. So all those application systems we have to administratively run the company, where I want to provide better, quicker applications in this area. Last but maybe not the least theme is to reduce information security risks. And what I want to promote here is what I call polished infrastructure, which is also attaching to the previous theme of increasing work efficiency. So the cornerstones of IT is something that it's the basis of everything else we do. Therefore, this needs to work very well. Security, hosting, network, licenses, Active Directory, and so on. All these basic building blocks that builds IT means that the better we have them working, the better everything else works. We have opted to purchase and outsource the majority of the IT services in order to quickly ramp up our capabilities in the IT area, to get a full visibility of the IT cost in the company. We do it to mitigate risks, especially this is related to information security. We do it to increase efficiency for each employee and also contractors, and also to avoid person dependency in the area. Also, if you're looking for more general information, such as how to get support, licenses, or information on any current activities, please find the IT department on our intranet, Novacura.
Okay, thank you, Thomas. Great update. Of course, Thomas is the IT manager, so he had a very long presentation. You can find that one and also the other presentations on Novacura Crowd later. And what was it more that I was supposed to? Oh, Jammer, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, of course, you should use the IT tools that we have and use Jammer. Connect to the IT channel on Jammer, for example, to know get to know the latest update from IT. Okay, last but not least, we go to my own department, the R&D department. So currently we, of course, working with a new release, the 6.9 release, so look out for more information regarding that. But if we go back to the next step project, something that me and Greg Warner has been working on is the hub. So currently we have appointed a Polish company, ITU, to develop the first phase of the hub. The hub is an onboarding webpage for all customers, all partners, employees, where we kind of collect all the information regarding customer environments, flows, applications, and whatever you have. That it will be a really good thing, in addition to our platform. In the survey we did before Christmas, you said that you want to know more about what we do at R&D. We took that to us, and now we're developing the R&D portal. So let's go by Malin and see what she's doing right now with the portal. Hey,
hello.
Come on, Malin. What are you doing?
I'm working on the R&D portal, which we are developing, so the consultants and the rest of the organization will know what R&D is up to.
That sounds good.
Yes,
yeah.
It is. You will be able to see all the requests that are in the queue. There is a R&D Kanban that will show the features that are committed, implementing and review. That is the features that we're working on in this PI. And you will also be able to see all the features that are done and released.
Super.
Yes.
That's perfect. So let's see what Sophie thinks about the portal. Sophie, what's your opinion? Thank you, Malin, for that. Super good to hear your progress. So the last thing from us at R&D is a small status update from Krakow and Marek on the subject, how's it going with the new Flow portal. So let's see what Marek says about that.
I think taking into account how complex our project is and what we are going to achieve, I think the development is going well. So thanks to the UX team and thanks to our team, we managed to build a new framework completely from the scratch, and we managed to build a good foundation for future functionalities and for portlets and for future releases, including a completely new navigation with different navigation modes, and including a new way of organizing portlets. So you can use cool features like drag and drop or resizing everything from the UI to organize portlets on your page, on your tab. We also implemented a first plugin. We picked Table as a first plugin to implement because it's the most complex plugin, commonly used. It generally is a good base for future plugins.
Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching and happy flowing. See you next time.